Is that good? Am I doing okay? Jesus Christ. Oh, and that's not even going. That's... Stop. What? Okay, cool. So it's not even going to work. Fuck me. Okay. Guess I'll have to take a moment and do... Just don't pay attention to this while I get this figured out. Pay attention to the sick-ass music, I guess. Sarah, can I'd actually like to mute the music. I don't want to be listening to the music right now while I'm trying to think. So can I mute it while you guys listen to it? Apparently not. Okay, whatever. Sure, why not? Why not? Why isn't I need the chat box to work? Chat, a live studio. Yes, Twitch, so... Okay. Comment, like, can I... Please! Comment frame. I don't want the comment frame. I want the actual, like, comment. Like that. Is it even... Hang on. Twitch.tv. Are we even live? Yes. Okay. So I am live. It is working. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's supposed to be just showing... maybe it's because there is nobody in chat right now, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with people not being in chat. That's less people to see me being stupid. Because I don't want people seeing me be stupid on main, because then my entire personality is going to be revealed as somebody who is fundamentally stupid. Okay, let me see. So, I am back full-time. I'm gonna be doing this, like, after work. This past week has been really hard, though. Not like work was hard or anything. It's just like, yeah, infestation of ants all over the place. Just ants every 10 minutes. Ants, 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 ants. And then I'm going to be working from home for the next, I don't know how long, because, yeah, so dealing with a friend dying of brain cancer. It's not, I don't even know this person very well, but it still makes me so fucking sad. Like, anybody dealing with cancer makes me fucking sad. So that's what I've been dealing with this week, and why I ended up not posting content or streaming. But it's about time that I just start doing it, and I'm gonna be doing this, like, daily. Oh, shit. Hi. Hi, Wildcard. Yep, I was just bitching about my week and being stupid. The chat box isn't working, and I can't figure out why. Like, it's just showing these Japanese posts, and it's just like, why are you doing that? I need to fix it, but I don't know how to fix it. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But you said you're just dropping by, so I assume you're also going to be leaving here in a minute. So hi and bye? Question mark? Nah. You do what you gotta. Go do those plans. Have fun. Right? Don't be too what's the word? Too eager to spend too much time with a grumpy old lady like me. Oh, I forgot that I need to do properties. Nope. Is it advanced settings? Yeah, okay. And then audio capture. Was it 250 milliseconds? Pretty sure it's 250 milliseconds. Just Kitty is fine. It's always been Kitty. I mean, from the beginning it was Kitty. I just didn't have confidence in my persona, and now I have more confidence. I'm also, in general, pissed off. Oh, I'm grumpy. I am grumpy. I'm a very grumpy person. I have learned that about myself. Hello! How are you? Long time no see! But yeah, no, I'm 100%. I know I'm grumpy, and sometimes people have to deal with it. But how are you? It's been a while. Since you were, like, in a different state. I'm in the same state. I've planted roots here. I will never be leaving. I might be abducted by aliens. Who knows? We'll see. If I'm abducted by aliens, I would love for that to happen. Just because I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Please. I really would like if, like, aliens just dropped down and took me and my house and my cats and just, like, I just call into work to be like, hey, so I'm in a spaceship. We're gonna do some fun experiments, you know, things might get freaky, who knows? We'll see, but I can't come into work today. Oh, Chicago! I've never been to Chicago, but I lived a few hours outside of Chicago. No, wait. That's a lie. I've definitely been to Chicago. For a youth trip. I remember now, because we were close enough to Chicago that I could go to a youth trip. And it was a lot nicer than I expected it to be. I'm high. I'm in space right now. That's as high as you can get. But yeah, I just, it's been a week. It's been a week. So I'm here to have fun. I'm here to catch up with everybody. I'm here to just restart this journey that is called streaming and content creation, because Jesus Christ, I need something that I can control. I need control. And this is the best way to do that. Oh, you know what? I should pop out because I'm trying to dual screen this. So I should pop out, chat, have it over here, and then, yeah, that should... Motherfucker, I've got to re-download Blender. God damn it. Well, then I guess I'm not doing that. Well, I guess I could. Hold on. I should have just done, like, for all accounts. But it is what it is. Oh, excuse me. I do think, like, in general, I'd assume that most aliens are, honest to God, probably not as bad as people would assume. Like, what I mean by that is, I feel like it's just like most people are actually really friendly, and the ones that want to do, like, dissections or awful scientific experiments are usually a small minority, even in those fields where that is a little bit more common. Like, I feel like most aliens would probably be friendly to some extent. And what is my basis? A lot of, like, social groups and animals tend to last the longest and do the best. So, like, humans, crows, is it apes I'm thinking of? Anyway, social mammals tend to do better than solitary ones. And so I assume that based on survival mechanics, the social species are likely to be the most advanced and the ones we communicate with, so I'm pretty sure aliens are actually going to be quite friendly if they come visit us. It's not going to be a take over the world kind of thing. It's what do I base this on? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just think that most people are in fact friendlier than they seem, and calling or saying that aliens are going to take us all and doom the planet is absolutely doomer speak. That's my stance on it. Isn't it case in point, not point in case?
A long engagement and a quick goodbye. She got out, I didn't cry. To LA Coast.
Oh, it's obviously gonna be me. It's obviously gonna be me. Like, I'm gonna be out there and I'm gonna be like, hey pretty, hey gorgeous, you wanna go to Taco Bell? That's all I can afford right now, so like, clearly they're gonna be romanced by my Taco Bell options. I mean, technically you can make any date good if you have the right personality. Not even the right personality. If you do the right things. So like it could be Taco Bell, and if you make that man or woman or non-binary person, if you can like make them laugh until their food comes out their nose, it's probably a good date. You can be broke as shit so long as like you make it a good time for the other person. Whoa. I hope the music's okay. I was, You want to know a secret? You want to know a secret? I've never slept with anybody in my entire life. I'm still a pure little girl who's never slept with anybody. So, you know, I am untouched. Mostly because, like, that's a lot of trust to put that's a lot of trust to put into another person, right? That's just, it's such, it's a trust thing for me. It's a trust thing. Like, yeah. So it takes way too long for people to win me over, and by that time they're sick of me. That's how it usually goes. But yeah. So, I think aliens, though, I don't know. God, the whole AI shit freaks me out. Like, all of these people getting into, like, romantic situations with AI, it's not that realistic. What's wrong with you people? I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, why? I get you're lonely. I get there's, like, probably mental health issues, but some perfectly normal people are doing it too. I don't get it. I think they should be studied. I think those people should absolutely be studied to figure out their shit, because, like, what the hell? It's not a person. Well, that's why you gotta, like, start choosing to go analog. I know that's what I've started doing. So, like, if I'm gonna go shopping, I try to go to the mall as often as possible. I'm looking at getting a car, potentially, so I can start going out more and doing stuff for myself. Like, honestly, the only thing that's isolating people is people right now. And if we start unisolating, then we should be able to undo it. But there is going to potentially be a point of no return. I don't think we're anywhere near that. Yeah, I live in a small town, so there's no walking everywhere. I'm pretty much... I've got, like, a gas station across the way from me, and that's about it. Like, gas station, yeah. You want to have a fun time? Go to the gas station where I used to work. And I had the worst coworker ever. I mean, I can't even say that. I've had worse coworkers, but she did make me cry. So that counts in the book of I don't like you coworkers. The moment somebody makes me cry is the moment I hate them. And I don't cry. Well, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Because my best friend makes me cry sometimes. But I don't hate her. I adore her. So, yeah, that's a lie. Anyway. No! Because they're like old men. I live in a retirement town. I'm not a retirement, it's just cheap here. So, like, but I live in a retirement town. It's all old people or crackheads. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna see about shoving this in a friend chat of mine and maybe, like, see if they wanna come join me. Yeah, I mean... I just don't want them talking to me. I don't care if they do anything. I don't care what they do. I just don't want them talking to me. Like, unless I have to and it's my job, I don't want them talking to me because it always somehow, it's not weird, right? I actually do genuinely like talking to them sometimes, but they're overly friendly and it freaks me out sometimes. Yeah. They're a little bit overly friendly. Let me see. Where? Media, ship posting, da. Can I... Integration, nope. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I am, Okay. Where? God, okay. I guess this is... I'm looking for, like, a friend server thing. No, they're overly friendly. They are overly friendly. That it's one of those things where it causes my stranger danger thing to go off because okay, so where I grew up, stranger danger was a real thing, and it was the overly friendly ones that you had to be careful of. So, like, when the older people are, like, overly friendly and they expect me to be overly friendly too, it triggers my stranger danger senses. That's what it is for me. I have a very strong stranger danger thing, and I get incredibly uncomfortable. And so that's probably just a me thing. I'm not shoving it at a friend. I'm shoving it in a friend chat. Okay? I want to see if my friends would come in and, like, talk to me. Because I'm trying to forget the woes of my week. I still can't figure that out, so I'm gonna turn off that missing chat box. Why are my eyes weird? My eyes went weird. Oh, hang on. Why are they all... They're squiggly. Nope! That's not it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, that's not it either. It's this one? Nope. This one? Nope. That's the body disappearing. That's also body disappearing. Oh, there we go. Dude, I need to figure out... I need to turn off some of these keybinds. Because, like, when I'm trying to post... When I'm trying to just, like, post in a group chat, they'll, like, just show up. It's goddamn annoying. Nothing. I was just complaining about the keybinds, because I've got expressions now. Oh, numpad. I need to do that. I usually have them like that, but I had to reset everything up. Because, like, I moved from Windows to Linux, and then back to Windows so that I could have a workspace that was compatible with my, work standard stuff. And apparently Linux wasn't it. Like, I couldn't get anything for work to work. But I do like Linux. However, I had to move back to Windows in order to actually work from home. And it was not great. It's still not great. I fucking hate Windows. Everything about Windows is, like, excessive. Like, when I was on Linux, I can't remember off the head of my distro, but it's the one that's the closest to, I believe, the Steam machine. Or the Steam Deck OS. Like, that's the one that I used, and it was amazing. The latency was low. It didn't take up as much, like, space or memory. Like, it felt like there was a lot less bloat. It was great! But I needed to be able to access my work stuff and have things compatible with, like, work software. And I'm willing to do that. It's just annoying. God, yeah! Yeah! No kidding! If it wasn't like work standard right now, I would dump it. What I'd like to do is be able to be a free agent and then just drop Windows entirely, right? So I don't have to use it for work connectivity or whatever. Now, the only thing is I found that a lot of Linux distros don't have a lot, I need to do a lot of remuxing when it comes to Linux. And I hadn't found a good system to do that. And so, yeah. Doing video editing and sound editing was a pain in the ass. But yeah, I'm kind of... Microslop needs to stop. That's plain and simple. Slop needs to stop. Or start giving a shit about its characters. Oh no, I can't be jobless, man. I got a house that needs rent paid, so I can't do that. Now, if I was a corpo VTuber, that wouldn't be, like, a huge issue, but, you know... Dude, I don't even spend time in their forums. I just ask my boss, since he's a tech whiz. He'll tell me what to do. Like, I do tech, but they've got me in the marketing department, which I 100% don't know if that was the right call to put me in marketing when my thing is advertising. And I'm really bad at being on time with deadlines, and it's just, I'm struggling, man. I don't want to be unemployed. Being unemployed means no money. No money means I can't pay rent. And not paying rent means living out of my car. Living out of my car means I don't get to stream. So if I don't get to stream, then what is my life at that point? But yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. I need to fix that. I need to fix that. Like, I've been putting it off, but I need to fix that. I'm getting annoyed with how often, like, I'm dealing with, like, just stuff. My eyes are always... Let's see. Was it this one? Oops. That certainly wasn't it. Over here. Sure. Frick. I need to just remove these. Just remove them. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a moment. We're gonna go shut these off until I can get around to rekeying them. Huh. Get out of here. Be gone. Check eyes. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. And I better not see you guys, like, mess with my model anymore. Left shift N1. So then, like, why the frick? Oh, wait. Okay. Guess the alt ones can absolutely stay, because it's not like I'm hitting that one often enough. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. What up? Hey! 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 Thanks for the sub! Hey! Thanks for the sub! Hey. Thank you! Thank you, look for it! Thank you! I know who that is. I know who you are. What are you doing here? Oh, wait. Okay, we're good. I shouldn't do that anymore. Though I did learn that I have other emotes that I didn't know. Like, look at that. Look at that. I didn't know that existed. So the sleeve isn't colored right. And then, like, hold on. Like, controller. There's a controller. Why is that white? That shouldn't be white. That should be black. Okay, I'll fix that later. Anyway. So, I just learned that there's also, like, animated emotes. I'm rather fond of this model. I mean, yes, it is one of those, frickin', you know, pre-made, customizable ones. But, like, listen. Also, apparently it's got, like, so tiny. Listen. I am 5'3". I do not sit. I always look small. Okay? So don't judge me for being short. I'm fun-sized. God, it's so much work. Anyway, I really like the like emotes here. Like, I just need to color it at some point, but that is a pain in the ass with this model because there are so many meshes. Fucking short. Of course it is! Because I sat in it. That's what makes it my throne. Because I am what they call, a goddess. Yeah. So goddesses deserve throne. And the moment I touch it, it's been blessed. The moment I touch the throne with my ass, it is blessed. It is now a special super throne. Yeah, all of them. Every single one of them. All of them. Yep. But, like, yeah. There is a chair at work that was tall enough that my feet did not touch the ground. I am one of the shortest people at work. Oh yeah, no, literally, I was going to do, like, a huge re-debut with, like, a model that I'd made and all of that fun jazz. And it was too much work. It was just too much work. Like, yeah, the model's rigged. Yeah, the model kind of works. But there's still so much more that needs to be done. And I was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna save my money and I'm gonna, like, buy a new model, and I bought this pre-made because, like, it had the unicorn horn. Originally, I was doing the Suica model, but it didn't have a horn, and I saw a YouTube video come up for this model, and it had a horn. I have not found any freaking pre-made models that actually have the unicorn horn, so I couldn't be my true unicorn self without a unicorn horn. Nah, just be a Google. No. It's just gotta be a default Blender cube with jiggle physics. That's it. Not even tits. It's just a cube with jiggle physics. I think with that, all you'd need to do is add, like, a subdivide mod of her. The D&D slime. Cube slime. God, just the idea of slimes actually freaks me out, talking about, like, D&D, because it's like, if I remember right, isn't it like an acidy thing? So if you get caught in that slime, you're just gonna, like, slowly either dissolve, or you're gonna slowly die of suffocation. Yeah, you could definitely do that. You could definitely do that. I aim to not attract a lewd audience, personally. I want... What do I want? I want people who, like, are ready to just antagonize each other a little bit in the fun way. Not the bad way, like they're all starting fights, but, like, you know, being called short, being called small, being teased slightly. That's what I want. I want, like, playful teasing, but I want just good people. That's kind of what I want. Yeah, I don't like slimes. I don't want to be eaten by the blob or a booger. No thank you. That sounds horrible. I think that's the most horrible thing. Though, I think being a slime, on the other hand, that might be okay. You know? Might be okay. I might be okay with that one. Oh! I got, like, over the last handful of months, the D&D movie. Oh, yeah, the one with, oh my god, it's not Chris Evans. Oh my god, what's his name? Was it Chris Pine? I'm pretty sure, yeah, hold on. Okay, yeah, wait, no, was it? It was. Was it? Yes, I'm pretty sure it was. We went on this entire, like, Chris Pine's binge. He played Edgar Darvis. Oh, Edgin Darvis. I guess. Or something. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, main protagonist. Lamayo. Yeah, you did that to yourself. You done did that to yourself. But, I mean, sex sells, right? I won't do it. Because I am a very cold person who does not want that kind of attention. But sex does sell. And that's why it's, like, so common. But yeah, he was, Edgin Darvis was the, human, I think he was like a human thief in the party? No, he was a bard. Sorry, he's a bard. He's the bard. Yeah. But, like, we watched him in Star Trek once, and we went down, like, watching all of his movies. No. I'm not reading that. No. I know what you're doing. But yes, that character. But, okay, so I'm in Star Trek as Captain Kirk, and that started an entire wave of me and my roommate just watching Star Trek and then watching every Chris Pine's movie ever. And then we saw Ryan Gosling. I don't remember what movie we watched. I think it was Drive. but we watched one movie with Ryan Gosling that was really good, and then we just started watching more Ryan Gosling movies. Ryan Gosling he's got a fucking eclectic collection of just movies he's been a part of. It's crazy. Like, I knew him from doing, like, the Barbie movie. I never really thought about who his other, like, flicks or movies. Then we watched Drive because my roommate was like, yeah, this is where some of that synthwave stuff comes from. It's where it kind of started. And so we went down the route of, like, Ryan Gosling movies. And some of those I think about sometimes. And it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. Lars and the Real Girl was interesting. It's not a movie I would watch again exactly. It's just, I'm sick and tired of psychological movies, is where I'm at. Like, I am so tired of just overly clinical psychological movies that are kind of just case studies for specific illnesses. And it's just because it's done all the time. And most of the time, the people I end up talking to about these movies end up being the kind of people who are overly clinicizing humanity to the point where it's destructive. And if people don't fit into those those clinical terms, then they're treated like monsters. I loved Drive. That's one of my favorite movies. Even though it's like, I think it's exactly what I was saying I don't like, but I love Drive. It's one of those movies that just makes you sit. Also, hello, Audio Eclair. Welcome to chat. It's one of those movies that makes you sit in the moment. It makes you sit in the bad. It makes you sit in, like, the bad, and it makes you sit in the good. It's like, it just makes you sit in what's going on, and there is no catharsis. So yeah, I like that movie. It's incredible. Oh yeah, like, antisocial personality disorder is one of those disorders. I've had so many friends who've had that disorder growing up, and they were great people. I lost contact with them because of my mom taking away my ability to talk to people online. But growing up, there were a lot of people I connected with who had ASPD, who perfectly fine, and they're perfectly normal people who are married and have lives. And sure, they can be hard to talk to sometimes, but they're not evil. And it's the I'm so tired. I'm so tired because it's like, there are outliers, there are exceptions. Humanity is, like, so complex, and it's so, nothing is black and white at all. And it feels like a lot of those movies try to make it more black and white than it is. So, like, if you have XYZ traits, oh, you must be this way. So the biggest one that I feel happens is narcissist, autistic, and sociopath. Like, those are the three that I see it happen to the most, where it's like, oh, you have this thing that you're really interested in, that you spent a lot of time studying, must be a special interest, you must be autistic, instead of the fact that, like, every person in humanity who's ever lived study what they're interested to get good at it. And it feels like it's boiled down having an interest at all into being autistic. Being good at something at all, you must be autistic. Caring about something at all, Autistic. You don't care about something? Oh, you don't socialize properly? Oh, you tend to be blunt? You're a sociopath. It's like... Yeah, exactly. Most people are trying to get by and would like to have hobbies or something to put their energy into to kind of forget that the world sucks, right? But we've become so... It's not clinicized. What is it that I'm looking for? It's the tendency to just, yeah, clinicize everything, clinicize humanity. And it's annoying, and so that is why I don't really like psychological movies. Because, like, I'm tired of that shit. This is why there's, like, the anti-intellectualism movement going on, is because a lot of people are tired of this weird movement to... What's the word I'm looking for? There is a word for it. Anyway, I can't remember the word, but there is an actual word for it. Anyway. No, it's not that. Because that is an actual useful item. This is what I'm talking about, is a generalized use of clinical words to label and categorize people, rather than get to know them for who they are. It's a tendency to do that, and I cannot remember. There's an actual way to call it. That's not... Yes, but not quite what I'm going for. It's fine. Moving on, because we're just talking about movies right now. God, I need to watch more movies. Not categorize. No. There's a word, and it's a psychology word. It's a therapy word, but I can't think of what it is. Unfortunately, so I do have verifiable ADHD. And so, like, sometimes I'll just delete words. My brain deletes words. Milky Subway. Maybe. Oh, no, I know that one! Yeah, no, it's beautiful! The animation is beautiful! I'll think of the word and I'll come back to it, maybe. Because, like, I can't think of what it is right now. But yeah, Milky Subway. It looks so cute. Recently, I've been watching Free Rent, and I know that's not a movie, but I finally sat down and watched Free Rent. And that one, it was... I understand why it's popular. I just feel like a lot of the merch surrounding it sucks. Yeah, it just sucks. That's maybe I just haven't seen the good merchandise, but a lot of the merchandise that's being, like, pushed in the West, especially, like, partnered things, are, like, it's almost like they just take screenshots from the anime, and then they slap it on stuff and call it good merch, and it's like, it's not. And like, it bothers me. I've got to figure out what to do with this, like, because I need to get the comments going, but I can't get them to work. Please. Why are you doing this to me? Anyway. I unfortunately do judge a show by, some of the merch they sell. Long time no see. Yes, it is me. It is me. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. What comment box am I using? It's one from the live studios. It's a Japanese, like, I think it's either Japanese or Chinese. I don't remember 100%, because I read it in Japanese, and I don't remember if it's Japanese or Chinese. The actual company, I mean. Anyway, so it's an live studio thing. And... and then it's supposed to have, like, the comments are supposed to just automatically, like, filter with, like, Twitch comments, but I can't get it to actually do that. Like, here's the... Yeah. So I'm not sure what to do about it. I might... Let me see. But yeah, as you can see here, that's what it's supposed to look like that, but with everybody's comments. However, it just doesn't move. And I don't know how to fix it. It's fine, though. Oh, I'll just have to, like, I'll just have to see if I can find nope, I don't want that. Get out of here. I'll just have to see if I can, like... figure it out at some point, or I'll have to find some other comment thing to do. Yeah, what's the one that works for you? I might just replace it with something else unless I can figure out what to do about it. Is it? Oh my god. Okay, actually, also, I don't know if it's giving me the YouTube chat, too. I need to... Is it not giving me the YouTube chat? Oh, no, it is. It absolutely is. Okay. No, it is not. What? Do not pay attention to my scuff. Can I get the YouTube chat? I am so sorry, everybody on YouTube. I didn't even see it. It's supposed to be giving me the YouTube chat, but it's not doing that. And I know multi-streaming can be a little bit fickle, or a little bit like, you know, hard to control. No, fickle's right. So, Robert Cahill. Categorize upon thee, and thou shalt become chatterized. I read that right. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I 100% did not see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just... It's not showing me the YouTube chat, it's just showing me Twitch chat, and I don't know why. It should be showing me both of them. But, yeah, it's a mess. How have I been? Better. I've been better. Literally the whole reason for this stream is because the last several months have been really hard, and I need control in my life. And guess what I have control over? This channel. I have so much control here, so I needed that. And thank you. Yes, I bought the I bought I can't remember who did this one. Anyway, I bought this model and it's really nice and really smooth, and it's got some nice stuff. Also, the ears do this. I love it. It's also got a horn, so I finally actually have a unicorn horn, and everything is great. Starting, gosh, I want to say today? Starting today, I'm aiming to start streaming after work more, because I need something. I need to, like, just exist in a place. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I've got to actually go log into my Discord. I haven't done that in a while. I admit there's a part of me that ends up having this huge anxiety about not being, like, on Discord or anywhere for a long time. And then my brain goes, nope, you ruined it, you destroyed it. If you go on, they'll hate you. Which has never happened in my life, so I don't know why that's a thing. I think it's just irrational anxiety. No, it's fine. I'll just look at it when I look at it when I finally get on to Discord. I'm just explaining that I'm an irrational boob. But how have you been, Bonsai? It's been ages. I know, that's my fault, but it's been ages. Unfortunately, because I haven't done this for a while, I do feel like my throat's starting to, like, kind of chafe a little bit. Because it's like I'm not used to talking so much for so long. Irrational Boob, new band name. That does sound like a band, doesn't it? Ooh, nice, nice. What are you doing now? Oh, you know, so I made bread last night and I didn't realize how much it would puff up, and I put it in our air fryer, and it puffed up enough that it pushed against the element, and now the top of my bread is just like these charred lines on it. And it goes deep into the bread. It's like, ah, god fucking damn it. You ruined my bread.
Hey, little dandelion, through the cracks in the
Putting 0.2 cents on a hired hitman. I mean, I'm sure somebody would do that, except, like, you'd have to do it, like, digitally, because they're phasing out pennies in the USA. Ooh! Data centers. Very nice. I've heard a lot of things about data centers, and I don't know if I personally care. I feel like a lot of these data centers, they're building too quickly, and they're going to end up, like, sort of abandoned at some point when they realize they're not going to make as much money as they think they are. And that's not like doomer stuff. It's like, I feel like I hear so much of the data center evil because they forced an entire town to move out. So the entire world is going to suffer for these data centers. But realistically, these data centers are likely to be abandoned once people realize they don't make money. No, it's just, so the bread just looks like it's got this line down the center that's just charred. It's like charcoal. It tasted pretty good, though. The rest of the bread tastes pretty good. I made garlic bread for my pasta, but I used these egg noodles because they were like the cheapest noodle I could get. And the egg noodles are absolutely disgusting. They're like, I don't know, they're slimy after they've been cooked, and they're like soft in a way that's like horrible, even though I didn't overcook them. These were supposed to be al dente like I like them, but they're like no noodle I have ever tried. I hate them.
Through the cracks in the sidewalk, growing in silence, wearing your yellow crown. Hey, little dandelion, they kicked you for no reason. Gather up your pieces, still you hold.
Yeah, I don't know much about the like regulations. I know money and I know business, and I know these data centers cost way too much for what a lot of these businesses are expecting, and I feel like they're just going to end up abandoned. Yeah, it's the .com boom. It's literally the .com boom. I feel like realistically what's going to happen is people aren't going to be paying for the reasons these data centers are built. Not many people are willing to pay for AI. Not many people are willing to deal with the AI in Microsoft. That's why they're like dialing some of it back. It's just, even though most of the average person don't give a shit, they also don't like AI because it keeps their shit from working properly. They want something that just works. And so you have a lot of people who are going back to like old computers, old OSs, old phones. Like that's happening a lot with especially millennials and younger. And then your older generations kind of just already know that. And I know a lot of Gen Xers and boomers were they already just mostly live analog, except for like their cars usually. So yeah, that's just my opinion, is that it's not sustainable and these businesses are eventually going to abandon it because they can't sustain it. And people are, yes, I understand why people are losing their minds, because some of these data centers are destroying lives, destroying entire neighborhoods, and they amount to what exactly? And so you're going to have these large data centers that lay abandoned, and the best thing they're going to be is someone's like exploration video. Oh yeah, absolutely, repurpose for anything. I don't hate the idea of data centers. I just hate what businesses are doing, because at this point it feels like just hopping on another trend for businesses. They're like, oh, this makes money right now, so we're gonna hop on it. But they don't think about like sustainability for their business. They're just trying to look good for investors. And that's what kills businesses more than anything. Just from what I've seen. I don't actually do finances and accounting. It's just each time a business leans into investors, the business ends up dying quickly. Most times than not. But I guess that also depends on trust, investors to trust. Because investors aren't bad either. Like, having investors allows you to do things you wouldn't have done before. So investors aren't bad. They're not the bad guy. Yeah, so yeah, repurposed? Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Something's going to happen. If it's not for other business things, then it's probably going to be for weird home things. Yeah. God, yes, yes. So I'm not an accountant. I don't do that stuff, but I have an understanding of that stuff because I am advertising, and so I have I'm advertising and marketing for my company, and so I have to do research on this sort of stuff to make sure that what I'm doing or what I suggest has actual legs to stand on. It's 100% one of those things where I need to know before I make choices. I need to know what makes us financially viable. I need to know what the trends are. I need to know what the outcome is. And it's all just because marketing. So being able to know that and then being able to implement it into marketing strategies. But based on what I'm seeing, just no, investors aren't evil, but they're also a bad sign for a company. That's kind of the thing. I mean, I am still devastated over the loss of Joann's. They're spending money that they predict they're going to have to buy components. Yeah! They're not even spending money they have, right? They're predicting numbers. They're getting loans for something that may not even happen. And it's oh yeah, the numbers show this, except that would be for 1% of businesses. Those numbers may show that, but that's for 1% of businesses that are going to have that outcome. And it's very much a first come, first serve, where once the business is once those businesses have got that outcome, everybody else is either going to get a lesser version or nothing at all. Yeah, like I said, I don't do accounting, but being in marketing, yeah, it really, yeah. Would be nice to live in blissful ignorance, however, I need to know this shit. I need to just know this shit. But I think the thing, though, is that's kind of the realistic, I want to say the realistic version of things. But something that bothers me is how many videos are it's the clickbait, right? Oh no! Lag ads? Holy shit! That's not good! And it's lag, it's ad-free on YouTube. I forgot that I had ads on this channel. I forgot I had ads. It's completely lag-free on YouTube, but I can't see YouTube comments. So I haven't been responding to YouTube people, and I am so sorry. I am so sorry. But yeah, hi! How's it going? Gosh, it's so nice to see everybody again. This is the best day ever. You guys have no idea. I 100% thought that, if I went live and I started talking, nobody would be here because I've been gone for so long. And part of that was, a lot of it was actually, just me getting my shit together. And then, yeah. You can't even see the YouTube live? Oh, is it not live anymore? I'm going to lose my mind. Well, it says it's live on my end. I don't know. I don't understand. I'll figure it out, but I was trying to do a free thing, and maybe it just doesn't work as well because it's free. I didn't want to pay Streamlabs or something for multi-streaming, but I want to stream on both YouTube and Twitch rather than just Twitch. Oh, Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, no. The old Kittery Condor one is dead, and that was because I couldn't get YouTube to fix the analytics on it. So, like, I wasn't shadow banned, it just wasn't showing the actual, it wasn't showing my, it wasn't showing my videos. It wasn't letting my videos go out to anyone. And then I did, like, an experiment on another channel to see what was going on, and if I could get it to, like, that's the link, by the way. So what happened, I switched over to Rebecca Duck to try and get out of it, and I did see some growth there. And then I was like, okay, wait, I have a theory, but I need to test this theory where nobody knows me, I'm not getting help from anybody. I wanted to do it like complete blank slate, and I couldn't tell anybody because some people would just try to find me anyway. Anyway, so then I went on to this new one, which is the token girl character, and you can see the stuff I've been posting there. And I wanted to see if my theories on how YouTube analytics worked, and I was fucking right. And everybody who's telling me I was full of shit can eat my ass. Because I got literally 1K subs in under a month with, like, the consistent growth stuff, or the consistent, like, content stuff, and the topics and the stuff. Anyway, so that's the new channel because I was able to prove that I was right about the algorithm, and I actually gained a significant following over there. So it's like at 1 point... Is it like 1.76? Yeah, 1.76k. We're almost at 2k over there. I'm hoping, like, being more consistent in streaming will get us past that point, but we'll see. Boo! Boo! Of course, the warehouse has barf service. And it's run by, like, Chuckles the, like, clown, right? I was gonna make a different joke, but I don't want to get struck. Because apparently there are, certain words that, like, can get me in trouble, and I don't want to be in trouble. But yeah, no, the business world is fucking crazy. It's absolutely insane. The kind of shit that goes on in just business. Anyway. But, like, yeah, so that's actually what I've been dealing with for, like, several months now. And don't get me started on fucking comic books. Holy shit. Like, just the comic book industry itself is a mess. It's not... So, the one thing... I can't say much, but the one thing I can say about comic books is that comics books aren't dying because of Marvel and DC being bad. Comic books are dying because most independent authors and distributors, they will not innovate at all. You have like 10 in the entire country who are willing to innovate. And it's like, it's very clear these people are not like business people. And I hate to be that person. I hate to be the person who's like, oh, you know, your way is old and broken, old man. Step aside. No, that's not what I like want to be. It's the fact that like they will not update to modern marketing. And I don't mean like modern audience. I mean like modern marketing. They're still stuck in you need to cold call places to actually advertise or talk about your comic book, right? Some of these places do not have email addresses. They have no way to actually like go in and be like, hey, we've got this comic book. It's from this big author. We think you'd like it. Could you like get in touch? Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's so bad. The actual infrastructure for the comic book industry is awful. Like, And I only know that because I've had to do advertising for comic books, and I just hit so many roadblocks just because the actual industry itself. Jesus. Yeah. No, because there's actual bookshops. There are actual comic shops that are selling physical media and doing well. They've also got other things going on. Like, the one that is still open where I grew up is also doing card shop stuff and games, but their primary audience is comic books. But, like, the thing is it's the same 5 brands, right? It's the same 5 stories. Even your indie comics often feel derivative, and it's because publishers don't want to touch things that are too against the norm. So it's a shock that comic books are still even around with how badly they try to stick to the past. And I hate to be that person, because not everything needs to be innovated on. Not everything needs a new fresh coat of paint. Not everything should be targeting a new demographic. But comic books really should be. They should do more. They should be doing more to capture, like, the manga crowd too. And I don't mean, like, imitate manga. I mean tell real stories like manga. You know, be more absorbed in what makes modern life scary. The power fantasies. Because right now, it's like, I don't know. It's like the same 5 stories with new main characters. Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh, yeah. The cynicism of, like, you know, that a superhero will save us. That's also a big thing. Yep. God! One of the ones that I'm actually excited about, and, no, actually, I can't tell you until it's out. I can't tell you about the story that I like, from the because, like, I was doing advertisement for a comic book thing, and I can't tell you what we're doing. Yeah, too big to fail, and then they, like, not only are they bottlenecking themselves, but they bottleneck other industry because they become the standard. And it's so hard to actually get out. And even if, like, Webtoon pays like shit, they're doing more to innovate and actually get people out there. You know what I mean? They're doing more to actually advertise the comics and get people the deals and get people on shelves, etc., etc. Getting them the anime deals, right? So it's not specific people's fault. It's literally just, I don't know, generations upon generations of too big to fail mindset. And now people aren't interested in comic books or graphic novels. Anyway. I hope I don't get in trouble for that statement, because it's not like the people I work for are bad. It's the industry as a whole is shooting them in the foot. And I care passionately about them and the companies that I work for. You know, yeah. What I'd like to do is I would love to do more animation work for the company. I've been trying to do that, like, little bits and pieces. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And here's the thing about, like, manga is, at least in my opinion, all the stories are often based on things within the creator's life. So, like, example, Don Da Don. Part of why that's so good is because of the relatability of our main characters and their love story. Right? It's really about those two and their love story. Don Da Don is fundamentally an action-packed romance story. And you can see a lot of, like, stuff from the author's real life experiences bleed in. Like, it's so full of personality, and it's so full of vibrant, like, life. It's like, it's a world worth living in. Whereas, and I don't remember which issue this was. I just know that Wolverine died at the end. But I was reading an X-Men comic book, and it felt like nothing existed beyond the room that we were in and the two characters who were fighting, and otherwise there was nothing. There was no character, there was no personality, there was no world. That was it. Within the comic page, that was it. Whereas an action scene in I'm trying to think of another manga that I've read besides Don Da Don, and I'm drawing a blank. Ooh, like Junji Ito, right? If you look at the details, you know, you have things that show that the place was lived in. Like, sure, okay. Very specifically, it's one of the Tomoe stories. Tomie. One of the Tomie stories, right? Where I believe she was living in a mansion or something, and she was, like, being spoiled rotten. And although it was, like, kind of generic rich people house, like, you could see the taste of the family. You can feel that they do live in this place and it's not a set piece. So it's not just, like, same stories. It's also that it feels like these characters exist in, like, a vacuum, and there's no world outside of that vacuum. Or we're not given, like, actual... I don't want to say intimacy, because I don't know if that's right. But it's like... Let me see. For a lot of these characters, they've gone on so long that there's either nothing new to say, or they don't give us glimpses into them or the characters around them. Verisimilitude? Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably it. Oh, dog. Dog, you poor thing. Yes! Okay, that is exactly the word I'm looking for. Yes. Exactly. There's none of that in most comic books. And it's like... It makes them boring. It makes them, like, nobody's going to care about it. Especially not, like, you know, the target audience that they're trying to sell to, which is usually teens to young adults. And the stuff they're doing to try and attract the modern audience is just fucking insulting. It's like, they don't care. They don't care about the modern audience at all, in the slightest. Anyway. Anyway. And thank you for listening to me talk on my soapbox. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Now, okay, I'm going to talk about Iron Lung for a second. Because that's also why I did like Iron Lung. Because, like, the way that it's done in the game, I need to play the game, because I've only, like, watched it, but I need to actually play the game. And then the way Mark did it, executed it within the movie, yeah, you felt like there was a world outside, and that you just had this guy freaking out in a box. There was enough there to make you understand the world around them. So I would say there is a little bit of that, is it verisimilitude? Verisimilitude? Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, figure out how to use that in my everyday life, because that is a perfect word. That is the most perfect word. But, like, Iron Lung wasn't perfect. There were some elements that made me bored, but it felt like a world. These felt like people. These were relatively realistic reactions, you know? Comic books just don't capture that. So, yeah. I'm not anti-comic book, but I also am anti-comic book. I'm anti-current comic book. Ooh. So, I got the, frickin', Ruby Gamer Sups, and it's probably my favorite flavor so far. I know this is off topic, but I just had a drink, and it's like, so far, currently it's my favorite flavor. It's like citrusy, but it's also like blended berry. It's so good. I love it. Might be, now, it's fighting with was it Anime Girl Thigh that had the really nice orange creamsicle? So good, so good. Anyway, I just had to say that, because, like, so good. But yeah, back to my stuff. I haven't seen the Uma Musume movie. I haven't even played the game. Now if Nike had a movie, like, I would, or is it Nike? I've been calling it Nike because that's how it's spelled. But if Nike had a movie, I would see that, because, like, oh, it hooks you in, like, the first, I want to say, minute? Like, you're made to, like, care for this, like, android or whatever. I can't remember what they're called right at this moment. My memory is bad. But in the first, like, I want to say 10 or 20 minutes of the game, they give you this, like, guardian android, or whatever they are. They're not constructs. What am I thinking of? Because my brain is giving me Murderbot Diaries, bullshit. Which is a good series, by the way. I loved it. I wasn't as big a fan as the Apple TV series at first, but it's pretty good. I'll talk about that later, though. That's later. Right now I'm talking about, Nike. So, in the beginning, you are on this mission, and you end up meeting this really nice, android girl. And you meet your team, and you guys work together, you get to know each other, and then they fucking give her, like, robo herpes, and they kill her! Because she's infected! And you're like, wow! That's horrifying! That's awesome! Anyway, so they get you invested, they put your life in danger, and then they kill the person that you got invested in. That's metal as shit, and I loved it. I wish the rest of the game had been more like that, but that's okay. I think it might be like it in some places. Yeah, it was, like, infected with, like, some virus. And it's like, I think it's, like, very easy to spread, and then you, join the other team. I'll need to actually get more details on it. Ooh, actually, hang on. Maybe. Cause like, it's too big for my phone, but I think there's a desktop. There's a desktop? Yeah, there's a desktop version. I'm not gonna play that today, obviously, but, that is something that would be interesting to see. I'll play it at some point and I'll show you guys what I mean. Because like it was a really solid opening. And I fucking love it. You know what feels really nice right now, or what has felt really nice right now, is just being able to talk about my thoughts on, like, business and marketing in the world. Like, that felt really nice. It's been a while since I've been able to talk to anybody about any of these things. Usually I have to just be like, just listening. So, now I get to rant and ramble. Ooh, okay, so... on to the next topic real fast. Let me talk to you about the Murderbot Diaries. Okay, so, I, at first, was not willing to give it the time of day, right? Because, in the beginning, the impression that I got was that it was going to be social justice warrior slop, and I'm kind of sick of that. Like, I could get behind it for a while, but then it's just become like this cause without a cause, and it's just at this point it's just insulting everybody, and that's the basic like what social justice warriors has become. It's just it's horrible. So the first impression that I had was that it was going to be another, you know, SJW slop thing. It wasn't. It's really good. It's really good! Okay? It follows a, sec unit who goes by Murderbot. Well, I mean, technically it doesn't go by Murderbot. Technically, that's private. And it's like, if you have ever had a retail job, you'll relate. You'll relate to Murderbot. Like, yeah, you relate. But it's this fantastic sci-fi world that's witty and funny and relatable. Like, it's great, and I recommend it to anybody. Yeah. So, fun fact, I would consider myself a capitalist, but I am for responsible capitalism, and the Murderbot Diaries is like, oh yeah, no, these are irresponsible capitalists. These are pig capitalists, okay? God. Just fucking God. It's horrific. And, like, I can see it, right? Ah. Oh, yeah. So, actually, speaking of Murderbot, so I need to tell you a story. I used to work at Wendy's, okay? I used to work at Wendy's, and I started out as like a fryer, and I made my way up to a manager. I was the morning shift manager. And it was like shortly after I had been promoted to the morning shift manager. I had come in that morning, and my fry cook had quit. Like, they just quit. They called me, said they weren't coming in, and we were about to have the breakfast rush. So, I was by myself, and I had to take orders, and I had to make the orders, and I had to make sure everybody was happy. Until 10 o'clock. I had been up since 6 a.m. And so I had to do 4 hours of running around between stations trying to make sure everything works. And then someone came in and had the gall to yell at me for taking more than 5 minutes to get their order ready. And you know what I said? I apologize. I didn't mean to take so long, but I am the only one here at the time, so I have to take the orders, and I have to make the orders, and then I gave it to you. And as you can see, it's nice, it's hot, and if you keep yelling at me, your order's going to get cold, and I'm doing my best. So, how was it aside from that? And I am terribly sorry. And then that actually turned into us talking about, I don't remember exactly. That turned us into us talking about this person's daughter and her birthday coming up soon. I was the person they went to deal with the difficult customers, because I could always somehow turn it into a pleasant conversation. And they would always, like, refer me. They would always, like, be like, oh yeah, no, this person was great. And so, like, 8 times out of 10, I was the one dealing with, like, the hard customers. Because they loved me. I made sure that while I was at work, or while I was working and doing this shit, I was so nice that you felt like a dick if you were mean to me. Oh, man. And during that time, I had like 3 months where I didn't even have a break, and I was going home late. I didn't get lunch. It was like 3 months of that. And I was like, finally, the thing that ended up making me quit wasn't the job itself. It was that, so we were working lunch rush, and it was, spring? It was like some kind of school formal event, and everybody had come in to get McDonald's, and so there are like hundreds of people, and one of our cashiers was having a panic attack, and I'm on the line making the burgers, and she kept like getting in my way. And now I don't usually raise my voice to anybody. I'm usually pretty like chill and calm and stuff, but she was getting in my way, and she was stopping progress, and she's bawling, and I understand her issue, and I went, look, I understand, but you are in my way. Please move. Because, like, at that point, I'd had enough of everybody yelling at me, everybody, like, being in the way, and I do feel bad. Like, I do feel bad for it, and she ended up, like, leaving in the middle of the rush and quitting. I don't blame her. Now, the fact that her dad came in and threatened me and the other managers with a gun was not acceptable. That was not okay. So, you know, I feel less bad about that. But yeah, so those were like yeah, so like so it was, the moment my life was in danger, I was like, I'm quitting and finding a new job. Dude, that wasn't the first time, though, that somebody, like, threatened me with a gun. The thing is, though, like, they would only do it in, like, places that had, like, anti-gun shit. Because they wouldn't do it if I was with, you know, my friend's dad who has, like, concealed carry license. They're cowards. They're cowards. But, the second job that happened to is, like, the gas station that I live nearby I used to work for. And we were being, accused of card theft at the gas pumps. And we'd had the gas pumps examined several times. And some guy approaches me at Walmart because he recognized me from work and implied that if I didn't take care of my business, he had a trick that would in his car. God, fucking, I prefer the heroin addicts because it's like, I don't know. People are weird. People are fucking weird. Anyway, so that's actually what caused me to quit my gas station job, is because they were willing to seek me out at the Walmart outside of hours and make those kinds of, like, threats. Like, holy shit. The only thing is, I was a dishwasher for a while, and now I'm doing marketing. The big problem that I have with marketing is I don't talk to people as much anymore. I'm very by myself and secluded. So I end up, like, not talking to a lot of people, and unfortunately, I get energy. I am very much a social person who needs socialization, or I get depressed. Jesus Christ, though. Oh my god. Okay, so one of the scariest moments, I think, in working was not the gun thing, but when I thought somebody had died in the parking lot. But yeah. Oh my god, I've been at this for almost 2 hours. I think that's like one of my longest chatting streams ever. Let me see. One dead person in the workplace and one almost dead. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. The only dead person I've ever seen was either family, or it was like, I once saw somebody get thrown out of their car and be turned into mincemeat because they hit a truck. It was horrific. And yeah, but that's the only, like, dead people I've ever seen. And unfortunately, I was that kid who absolutely went about looking for, the seedy shock sites. So it didn't bother me as much. But the first one, I thought this lady had died in her car at the pump, and I ended up calling the police to check on her. Because I didn't know if it was a, Yeah. Now I can't, like, stomach it as much. I think that's just shown my growth as a person. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. Hi, Hunter! Hi, Hunter! How are you? Hi! Sorry, I just saw your comment. The YouTube chat is not coming up like it should. And so I can only see Twitch chat right now. Sad to say. But hi! I've been better, I'll be honest. This week has been really rough. So right now we're just chatting. I just, like, gabbed about businesses and money and, like, how the back end of stuff works usually. And then I complained about the comic book industry. Ooh! Yikes! Just kind of... Yeah, you know what? I feel like that is absolutely unfair termination. I'm sure they can do that legally, because it is technically assaulting a customer, but that is self-defense, and I think it was better for you to do that than to just take it. Oh, okay. Got it. Fair enough reason to quit. TBH. Okay. I don't want to go to work tomorrow, guys. I really don't want to go to work tomorrow, but I can't call out. Like, I have no reason to call out, but I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Granted, I'll be working from home, so I will have my beefy, powerful computer to work with instead of the shitty office computer. Because, like, there's something going on with the computer at work that it just does not want to work. So I get to do most of my stuff from here. I'm kind of tired of specific people at work, and yeah. So unfortunately, I'm having one of those kinds of days. It'll be fine, right? Oh, you know what? Audio? At least you had backup. W boss. Absolute W boss. Oh, I'm gonna actually give you a funny story. So, the gas station, there was actually, like, one funny story, and it had to do with, I was putting away cigarettes, and, so, at one point, I actually knew all the, brands of cigarettes that there ever was. Now all I can remember is, like, Pall Malls, and That's it. Pall Malls. There are more than that. Anyway, so I was putting cigarettes away behind the counter, and I see this officer come up, and he looks like he's ready to go. I was like, "What's going on, officer?" And he looks at me, he's like, "You guys didn't hit your you guys didn't hit your emergency alarm. Are you guys okay?" I was like, "Oh shit." The corner of my box was positioned in just the right way that it was hitting the emergency alarm, but I don't hear it. Only they hear it. It's a silent alarm. And so I remove my box, and the alarm stops, and I was just like, "I am so sorry. I was just putting cigarettes away." And then that officer became one of my regulars. He would give me shit for it constantly. Yeah. I think the thing about, like, where I live is, it's very nice. Most people are incredibly nice. The parrots. Damn you, parrots! I bet you they're talking to each other like, "Wouldn't it be funny if..." And then, "Would it be funny if we did it again?" God. Pets. Pets are fucking weird. Or like animals. I think I might, I think I'm gonna call it quits for now, though, because, like, I'm feeling my throat starting to get, like, strained, and I don't want to overdo it, especially if I plan to do more streams later. So I'm actually going to call it quits for now. Thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun, and I thought I'd be a lot more, like, alone. We'll see how I'm feeling later. If I'm feeling later, I might stream Psychonauts for a bit. I know I've got to finish up the, Evil Within and some other horror games that I started and never actually finished. But for now, unfortunately, my throat hurts. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I plan to do. Hot water and honey. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I had fun. And I hope you guys will join me again. Hopefully I'll have the, like, chat stuff taken care of so that we can actually see people posting on YouTube and actually see what people are saying in the comments and stuff like that. Anyway, thank you so much again. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Bye!